Yep, Wolfsbane out there for the Guardians, and Wolfsbane is your lead jammer to start things off here.
And with Babs out on her initial, Wolfsbane calls the jam.
So 4 points to open up the scoring there for the Botanical Guardians. So Shira out there for the Guardians. Polyrath out there for the Boxers.
Lead jammer now going to Shira. Polyrath also out on her initial pass. Shira calling for her blockers to run up, grab some points, calls the jam. So it is going to be 3 points going to the Jewel Boxers. That is 3 points going to the Botanical Guardians. Are you in the market for new elbow pads? Check out S1, no slippage and super comfy. Slip into S1 Pro elbows. Or maybe you're looking for skates or new protective gear to keep you on the track. In that case, look no further than Turn Left Skate Pro Hustle City. They have the expertise to keep you in the best gear and at the highest level of performance.
All right, about to get back in action here. Wolfsbane on the line for the Guardians. Draggy out there for the Boxers. Wolfsbane going to be your lead jammer, Guardians. Birdo going to go take a seat for the Boxers, our first penalty of the night. Wolfsbane, let's see, picks up 4 points. Shira back up there on the line for the Guardians. Babs out there for the Boxers.
And Shira punches through to grab lead jammer, but Babs is hot on her heels. And looks like we've got a racing pack. Shira calls the jam, 0-0. We've got Polyrath now donning the star for the Jewel Boxers.
That's Snapdragon out there for the Guardians.
Snapdragon peels off those last blockers up at the top. Lead jammer, Guardians. With some penalty confusion there for the Guardians blocking. That is Polyrath also out on her initial. But that will be a power jam going to the Jewel Boxers. Polyrath capitalizing on some nice offense there. Another scoring pass, 4 more points.
Polyrath with another 4 points. 16 so far this jam. So 1 more point, so a 17-point jam. And we have our first lead change as the Boxers now lead 17-15, 24-15 to go here in the first half. And looks like we got another power jam here as the picked up a penalty there at the end of the jam, so Babs will start unopposed.
Oh, and I think that might be Slay jamming, and she grabs lead for the Boxers.
Oh yeah, it is Slayfire, my bad.
Looks like the Guardians are in a little bit of penalty trouble. So Slayfire is going to capitalize on this to grab 4 more points.
Yeah, Botanical Guardians in some early penalty trouble. 2 blockers in the box and their jammer. So a whole lot of room for Slayfire to go out there and put points on the board. So Snapdragon's back on the track after the penalty.
Snapdragon star in hand, but unfortunately the Botanical Guardians do have a pivot in the box. Another scoring pass now for Slay.
So now a power jam here for Snapdragon and the Guardians. A track cut call on Slayfire. So an official review being called here by the Boxers. I have a feeling they're going to challenge that track cut call. Try to get their jammer back out of the box.
Ruckzilla is a family-run business dedicated to crafting high-quality rugby and derby bags with a focus on durability and style. Born from the passion of a father and son, they spent over a year perfecting their final product.
Looking for custom jerseys for your team? Jersey Beast can help. They offer free customized designs in sports like soccer, hockey, baseball, and one of our favorites, roller derby. Jersey Beast can also create your team a store with options for fundraising. Check them out at jerseybeast.net and tell them about your team.
Located in Maplewood, 26 Fitness helps people fall in love with fitness by creating an inclusive, body-positive CrossFit and weightlifting gym where strength builds confidence and community builds resilience. We work out because we love our bodies, not because we hate them. We pride ourselves on being welcoming, accessible, and completely non-intimidating. No egos, no judgment, just a supportive community that meets you where you are. Visit CrossFit26.com for more info.
Don't see any change in the penalty box, so the penalty does not, looks like it's going to stand. The official review fails. We'll get back into action here. Power jam to start here for the Guardians, and it's Wolfsbane out there. Wolfsbane, your lead jammer. Power jam comes to an end as Slayfire re-enters play. Oh. Wolfsbane comes in hot. Heavy contact with Falcon there, but no penalties. So 2 more points, 3 more points there for Wolfsbane.
Score now, Jewel Boxers 35, Guardians 18. We've got just over 21 minutes left in the first half.
Shearer out there for the Guardians. Babs out there for the Boxers. And Shearer's going to be your lead jammer, Guardians. Shearer calls it off. Let's see if no points for the Boxers. 3 points for the Guardians.
We've got Weed Whacker on the line now, going up to jam against Scarly, both of them donning the star for the first time in this game. 4-3 pack advantage going to the Guardians.
And Scarly's your lead jammer, Jewel Boxers.
Some nice work there by Scarly on turn 2, ducking around that outside line. Sheesh. Weed Whacker, meanwhile, jamming like a blocker, gets through. 4 more points for the Guardians.
So Scarly calls the jam off, picks up 4 points. So 8-4, that jam in favor of the Boxers. Babs on the line again for the Boxers, going up against Wolfsbane for the Guardians.
And that is a quick escape for lead jammer going to Wolfsbane.
Wolfsbane calls a jam off, but not before Babs picks up a point there. So a 4-1 jam in favor of the Guardians.
Boxers with a 15-point lead. 18 minutes left in this game.
Polyrath out there for the Boxers. Shira, the lead jammer for the Guardians.
A very close re-entry there from Shira, but she is going to get assessed a track cut. So this is going to be a power jam now for the Boxers. It looks like Polyrath is out of the pack on her initial pass.
This jam will go the full 2 minutes as Shira was lead jammer when she picked up that penalty. Power jam comes to an end as Shira re-enters play.
And Shira making her own space there on the outside of turn one. Does a little hop over a Boxer's blocker. And now a short whip around the outside of turn two. So that's going to be another scoring pass for the Guardians.
Four more points here for Shira. So 3 more points there on that final pass for the Guardians.
Slayfire now jamming for the Boxers, and we've got Brawlo donning the star for the Guardians. The jam is happening. And lead jammer goes to Brawlo.
Slayfire out there for the Boxers, completes the initial pass. Oh, and now we've got a power jam here for Slayfire. Brawlo takes a seat in the penalty box, so another 2-minute jam.
Some nice offense there by the Jewel Boxers. 4 more points. Oh, and Brawlo out of the box, but gets assessed another penalty. This is going to be another power jam now for the Jewel Boxers. Looks like we have had a star pass to De La Hoya.
Never get tired of saying that.
Nope.
Oh!
That's some nice work there by De La Hoya, grabbing 4 more points for the Boxers. Meanwhile, Bralo is back out on the track. Big swing there from Manicki. But De La Hoya just sneaks on by, another 4 points.
So a 20-0 jam there in favor of the Boxers takes us to 71-48. Sorry, a 20-4 jam. 71-48 in favor of the Boxers. 13-15 to go here in the first half. And it's going to be Wolfsbane on the line now for the Guardians, going up against Babs for the Boxers.
Babs and Sheesh fighting for position at the front, but lead jammer is going to go to Babs.
Ooh, track cut call on Babs. So now we're going to have a power jam here for the Guardians.
This is going to be another 2-minute jam. That's 4 points going to Wolfsbane, looking to capitalize on the Boxers having a blocker down situation. And with 2 jammers on the track, we're going pass for the rest of this jam. Guardians closing up that lead. Right now the score stands 79 Jewel Boxers, 60 Botanical Guardians. Just under 11 minutes left in the half.
Birdo on the jammer line now for the Boxers. Shira out there for the Guardians.
Lead jammer goes to Shira. Taking another quick whip off her teammates. 4 more points for the Guardians, and she calls the jam.
Wolfsbane now out there for the Guardians. It's Babs out there for the Boxers.
Babs finds some space on the outside. Lead jammer going to the Boxers. It looks like that is going to be 2 points going to the Boxers, 1 point for the Guardians.
So it's going to be Falcon out there for the Boxers going up against Shira for the Guardians. And Shira Powers is going to be your lead jammer.
Looks like that is going to be a star pass to De La Hoya. And Shira calls off the jam.
Next up on the jammer line, that's Snapdragon for the Guardians and Draggy for the Boxers. Just 14 points separate these two squads. 7:48 to go here in the first half.
And lead's gonna go to Draggy. Snapdragon out of the pass on her initial as well. Draggy grabbing 2 more points for the Boxers, calls the jam. Got Polyrath now on the line for the Boxers, jamming against Wolfsbane. Some nice recycling there by the Boxers blockers, but lead jammer is going to go to Wolfsbane.
Both teams doing a fantastic job defensively right now.
A lot of drawbacks.
And finally, the Wolfsbane finds an opening, picks up 4 points, and calls that jam off.
And we've got a 12-point differential now. 85 Jewel Boxers, 73 Guardians. A little over 5 minutes left in the first half.
Next up on the jammer line, that's going to be Babs for the Boxers and Shira for the Guardians.
Nice wall crash there by the Guardians blocking. Lead jammer going to Shira. Shira finding that space on the outside, skates by for 4 points.
Slayfire on the line now for the Boxers, going to be against Brawlo for the Guardians. And Brawlo picks up a track cut call, so it's going to be a power jam here now for the Boxers. Slayfire, your lead jammer.
Slayfire is through 4 points going to the Boxers. And that is going to be a track cut going to Slayfire. Now we've got a power jam in favor of the Guardians.
So yet another 2-minute jam here. Brawlo now on the power jam.
Nice clear there by Weed Whacker, helping Brawlo get on through for another 4 points. Slayfire out of the box, but it looks like she has assessed another cut, so, Nope, that was not a penalty. Slayfire is still on the track. And takes advantage of the confusion. 4 points go into the Boxers. And 2 minutes of chaos will end that jam.
So next up on the jammer line for the Boxers, it's Babs, and for the Guardians, it's Wolfsbane. And now we're going to have a quick official timeout.
Looking for skates or new protective gear to keep you on the track? Then look no further than Turn Left Skate Pro Hustle City. They have the expertise to keep you in the best gear and at the highest level of performance.
Durable, functional, stable. The S1 Pro knee pads are built for roller derby. Getting back in action here. Babs on the line for the Boxers. Wolfsbane out there for the Guardians. And Wolfsbane is your lead jammer Guardians. Each team with one blocker in the box now. And now we're going to have a power jam here for the Boxers. Wolfsbane heads to the penalty box.
And the theme of this game is 2-minute jams.
So with that penalty, this jam will be the last one of the half. We're going to get a little bit of extra derby. About 20 or so seconds difference between the jam timer and the play clock, the half clock. And now we're going to have a power jam for the Guardians as Babs picks up a track cut.
Wolfsbane finding some space on through the pack. 4 more points going to the Guardians. And the score at halftime, 103 Jewel Boxers, 96 Botanical Guardians.
And this half is going to end with an official review, so we'll see. We'll talk about that when we get back. I imagine they're going to try to get that penalty taken off the board for the Boxers. So we're going to have about a 10-minute intermission. We'll be back in action here with the second half of tonight's doubleheader. Boxers and Shira for the Guardians. Got 30 minutes on the board, 2 minutes on the jam clock, and we are underway.
And Babs ducking under a big sweet grabbing lead jammer.
So Disturbing the Peas takes a seat in the penalty box, as does Lady Lorax. So there'll be 2 Guardians blockers in the penalty box to start this next jam. For the Guardians, it's De La Hoya going up against Wolfsbane.
And lead jammer going to De La Hoya. And a pretty jump around the inside apex there from De La Hoya. Wolfsbane on a scoring pass as well. De La Hoya going to call the jam, but gets assessed a penalty, so now that is going to be a power jam in favor of the Guardians. And that was a close re-entry there from Wolfsbane, but she is going to get a track cut. So now we've got a power jam in favor of the Boxers.
Four more points there for the Boxers. And that jam comes to its natural conclusion, but 4 more points for the Boxers. Let's see what that final tally is. So it's a 15-12 jam in favor of the Guardians. So 4 points still separate these 2 squads. Next up on the jammer line for the Guardians, it's Shira. Polyrath out there for the Boxers.
Polyrath finding that space on the outside for that quick lead jammer.
Let's see if Shira got in. Nope, no points. So 3 points for the Boxers, 0 points for the Guardians, but the Boxers lost 2 blockers during that jam, so an opportunity here for the Guardians to start. A little bit of extra room there. And it's going to be Babs out there for the Boxers. And Wolfsbane out there for the Guardians. Babs gets around the outside. It's going to be your lead jammer. Wolfsbane also free of the initial pass. Let's see how many points. No points for Wolfsbane. So a 4-0 jam there for the Boxers. Shira on the jam line again, this time going up against De La Hoya. Oh.
A lot of falling there in the apex, but lead jammer is going to go to De La Hoya.
Sheer able to steal 2 points there at the end of that jam, so a 4-2 jam. $13 points now separate these two squads. 24-13 to go here in the second half. And it's going to be Draggy on the jam line for the Boxers. Wolfsbane out there for the Guardians. One blocker in the box for the Guardians, so 4-on-3 pack advantage for the Boxers. And Wolfsbane going to be your lead jammer, Guardians. Oh!
And that is going to be a track cut assessed to Wolfsbane. Power jam now for Draggy and the Jewel Boxers.
So a power jam now for the Boxers. So that jam comes to its natural conclusion. We're going to get a timeout by the Guardians. Looks like a 16-16 jam. The official chiropractor of arch rival, Triad Sports and Family Chiropractic, is a proud sponsor of tonight's game. Dr. Jennifer McCleary provides top-notch sports chiropractic care, injury rehabilitation, acupuncture, nutrition consultation, and cutting-edge recovery modalities. Whether you're looking to recover from an injury, prevent one from happening, or simply optimize your performance, she has the expertise and experience you need. You can find them online at triadchiropractic.net.
Looking for custom jerseys for your team? Jersey Beast can help. They offer free customized design in sports like soccer, hockey, baseball, and one of our favorites, roller derby. Jersey Beast can also create your team a store with options for fundraising. Check them out at jerseybeast.net and tell us more about your team.
All right, our score right now, 146-133 in favor of the Boxers, 21:52 to go in this half, a tight one here. And it's going to be Shira out there for the Guardians. And that is Polyrath out there for the Boxers. And Shira Power is going to be your lead jammer for the Guardians. Each team with one blocker in the box.
Poliwrath fighting those Guardian drawbacks, tripping up that inside line. Shira now on her third scoring pass.
Watch your line. I was like, don't you?
It's another 4 points going to Shira. Looks like she is going to run this jam, try to get that box cleared out.
So a 20-12 jam there in favor of the Guardians, and now only 5 points separate these two squads. Snapdragon on the line now for the Guardians. De La Hoya out there for the Boxers.
De La Hoya grabbing the lead jammer. Snapdragon punching her way through the top of the pack. Drawing a penalty on Draggy. So nice work there by De La Hoya, grabbing 4 more points for the Boxers. Meanwhile, Snapdragon is out on her initial. That was pretty.
Got a star pass to Brawlo.
Meanwhile, De La Hoya just making a meal out of that outside lane.
So a 28-4 jam for the Boxers, starting to spread that lead out a little bit. 17:07 to go here in the second half. The score, Boxers 186, Guardians 157. And now on the line, that's Babs for the Boxers, Wolf's Bane for the Guardians.
Oh,
So
and
now-
incidental low block there, given to Babs. So that is going to be a power jam. Botanical Guardians lead going to Wolfsbane.
Yeah, that's one of those really unfortunate penalties. Like, you didn't really do anything wrong. You were just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
I think in the old times they called that a major misfortune.
Yeah.
The before times.
Wolfsbane knifing through the pack, picks up 4 points. 8 so far on this jam. An opportunity here for the Guardians. Power jam does come to an end as Babs is back on the track.
And with Babs out on her initial, we'll see if Wolfbane tries to clear the box.
Nice, Carol.
Nice drawback there from Cruciferous. And another 4 points going to Wolfsbane. Babs was able to snag 4 points at the end there, but that was a 20-point jam from Wolfsbane. Closing up that lead again. Looks like we've got 190 Jewel Boxers, 177 Guardians. 15 minutes left in the second half.
Going to have an official timeout here.
Looking for skates or new protective gear to keep you on the track? Then look no further than Turn Left Skate Pro Hustle City. They have the expertise to keep you in the best gear and at the highest level of performance.
About to get back in action. Shira out there for the Guardians. Slayfire for the Boxers. And Shira is your lead jammer for the Guardians.
And Slayfire sneaking past Brawlo there, star in hand, out on her initial. But that is going to be 4 points going to Shira.
Oh,
A little bit of a pileup there in turn 3, but Shira manages to hop on through for another 4 points. Slayfire on her third scoring pass as well.
oh boy. Now we've got an interesting situation here. A power jam now for the Guardians. So a power jam and a 23-14 jam in favor of the Guardians. So now just 4 points separate these two squads with 12:35 to go here in the second half. Manecki taking the jam line for the first time tonight for the Guardians on the power jam. Both teams at full strength in the pack.
Manecki fighting through that Boxers recycle at the top of the pack. Guardians offense trying to crash that wall. But Slayfire is also back in play.
And Manecki's going to be your lead jammer for the Guardians.
Star pass to De La Hoya. Doing a nice hop over the apex. But Manecki grabbing 4 more points, calls the jam.
And a track cut call on Manecki. So now a power jam for De La Hoya.
Don't break pack, Artie.
Got both jammers on the track. And our walls have locked it down. They are fighting for inches, but it looks like De La Hoya is through for 4 more points going to the Boxers and calls, and that is at the natural end of the jam, excuse me. It's going to put us at an 8-point differential in favor of the Boxers. A 12-point differential. That's going to be 212 for the Boxers, 200 Guardians. With just under 10 minutes left in this game.
Babs out there for the Boxers. Wolfsbane for the Guardians. And a track cut call on Wolfsbane. So now another power jam here for the for Boxers.
Babs out on her initial. This is a big opportunity for the Boxers.
And now we got a power jam for the Guardians. I think there was a high block call on Babs.
All about those 2-minute jams. Big drawback from both of our teams. It's taking away any momentum those jammers had.
You're a bully.
12 points separate these two squads. 7:16 to go here.
Breaking even after an intense 2 minutes. And that is one more point assessed to the Jewel Boxers.
All right, about to get back in action. It's Scarley on the line for the Boxers against Shira for the Guardians. And Shira is your lead jammer, Guardians.
Big moves by Shira there. But Scarley manages to sneak on through. Let's see if she grabbed 4 points. So that is going to be a 4-4 jam. Wolfsbane on the line now, jamming against De La Hoya. Full contingent of blockers on the track.
13 points, the difference now between these two squads. Boxers in the lead. Oh, a power jam here. Forearm call on De La Hoya. So an opportunity late in this game to equalize things. Wolfsbane on the power jam. Power jam comes to an end as De La Hoya re-enters play. Wolfsbane forced to call that jam off as the Boxers' defense slows them down. So a 4-point jam there for the Guardians. Sorry, 5 points. So 8 points, now the difference. 4:52 to go here in the second half. It's Polyrath on the line for the Boxers. Shira out there for the Guardians. And Polyrath finds an outside line, is going to be your lead jammer, Boxers. A big lead jam late in the game. Oh my, track cut call on Polyrath. So now a power jam, and this jam is going to go the full 2 minutes now. This is a huge opportunity for the Guardians.
Guardians crashing that wall, making sure Shira doesn't have to lose much momentum. 4 more points now going to the Guardians.
Right now, we are tied. Now we have a lead change. This jam will go the full 2 minutes. Polyrath was the lead jammer when they were sent to the penalty box. It seemed like every time the Guardians would get within striking distance, something would go the Boxers' way, but not this time. When it mattered most, the Guardians won the benefit of the break. Four points separate these two teams.
Looks like
Blockers.
our jammers trying to play it safe, make sure they're not getting any penalties while they're getting those extra points. Looks like me a timeout now, Jewel Boxers.
2:38 to go in this game. 4 points separate these two squads. The Guardians now with the lead late in this game. And we've got a timeout by the Boxers.
Seen some really excellent jamming this game. I think the challenge has just been staying out of the box.
Yeah, it's that has been really the story of this game is whichever team has been able to stay cleaner in the box has really controlled the game. And now we see the Boxers getting a little bit of penalty trouble here late in the game, and it's kind of bit them as the Guardians were able to take advantage of those opportunities and now hold the slimmest of leads. And it's going to be Babs out there for the Boxers. Wolfsbane for the Guardians. Track cut call on Wolfsbane. Huge opportunity here for the Boxers, but no. Now a track cut on Babs. This is huge because now this is going to be another 2-minute jam. So now it's just going to be team against team. No one with control of the jam. Oh, big hit by Manecki on Babs. Wow.
He's been all about those big swings tonight.
Just a shoulder right to the sternum. Wolfsbane forced out to the inside, coming out of turn 4. Neither team really able to get any kind of momentum going this jam. This is crazy. Birdo and Scarley up front along with Draghi. Oh, big clear out there by Weed Whacker. Unfortunately, unable to get Wolfsbane free. Now Babs with some room to work. Manecki and Brawlo up front. Babs gets around. There's going to be the first initial. That's going to be the initial pass. No points.
Brutal.
No points yet by either squad. Oh, no. That's going to be a low block. Babs is going to go to the box again.
That is 4 more points. Now 8 more points going to the Guardians.
So this next jam is going to be your final game, your final jam, brought to you by Triad Sports Chiropractic. And the Guardians hold a 9-point lead and will start with a power jam. Whoever's jamming for the Guardians, if they can secure lead jammer, and it's going to be Shira, they will be able to put this game away very quickly as only 17 seconds remain on the clock.
Name of the game is Plain Clean. And
there it is,
Shira.
lead jammer. All Babs can do is stand in the penalty box and watch as time ticked away. And that is going to be your final. 247, 236. The Guardians pull off the win on the last jam. Second to last jam.
Oh, what
Wow.
a rally.
Wow.
You can feel the energy in here just ratchet up.
This was one to remember, ladies and gentlemen. A fantastic game, hard fought to the bitter end.